Hello, Roy Patterson. In this video, I'm just going to give you a quick overview of property and how we're merging real estate, social media, and the crowds in ways that everybody profits from. So there's a few videos in the series, and this one is the first one. A quick overview. So our mission is to make property accessible to everyone, to create jobs, and to build social enterprise into all the properties and businesses that we touch. So why the PROPERTiii has got there's a few reasons why we're using that. First is that 3 eyes looks like 3 people, which is like a small crowd or a small community. And since everything we're doing is crowd related, crowdsourcing, crowdfunding, and community related, then it makes sense. Also, it makes it very easy for us to get really good domain names. By using 3 eyes instead of 1, we can get almost any domain name we want. So, for example, the IMOT is property in Bulgarian, Wuyi is property in Chinese, and we can get many other spin-off type business names as well for housing or other ones that we come up with. And I guess the third reason is, well, from a branding perspective, once people recognize the PROPERTiii and they understand what it is, they know it's us every time they see it, regardless of what the name says. If they see the PROPERTiii, then they know it's us. So it's got some really good branding reasons for it. So as far as what does property actually do? Well, we enable property owners and investors, developers, anybody involved in property to tap into the skills and experience of our crowd to help them find, buy, improve, market, sell, anything they need to do with their properties. The second thing is really fundamentally what we're doing is we're building a very large database of homeowners, buyers, investors, and we're able to build that through integrating and incentivizing our social media teams and our crowd to integrate social media into what we do. That helps us build a large database. And third core thing that we're doing is we're just making it really affordable and simple for anyone who's passionate about property to start a property related business. So we're setting up the systems, things that can be replicated in every community. So we're not trying to create one big company with 1,000 staff. We're trying to create 1,000 small businesses with 2 or 3 staff in each area. So this is sort of just a quick overview of what the website's going to look like. So the main components, you'll notice similarities between. There's certainly looks like a property listing site in the sense that you can click on it and see photos of properties and which properties we're working on. But for us, each property is more like a campaign. It's more like a project. So there's a lot of similarities between our site and crowdfunding sites like Kickstarter or Indiegogo. And also, there's a lot of project management built into it, so a lot of tasks and projects. So a lot of similarities between us and Guru or 99 Designs as far as listing projects that you want done and having our crowds execute on those projects. So the kinds of clients that we have and who we're going to help. We help developers to market and sell their properties, realtors and investors to find buyers and sellers. For buyers, we help them search and evaluate large volumes of properties, which is not necessarily easy to do. For sellers, we help attract more buyers to their property. And just for property owners, we help improve the value of their property. So ways that they can spend $1,000 and have their property increase in value by $3,000 or $5,000. Simple ways that they can increase the value of their property. So just to give you a bit of the flow of how this works and how our crowds turn the money they earn on our website into property themselves. So a client would start a property campaign with specific objectives in mind. And it could be to improve a property or to market and sell a property, but whatever the objectives are, we set up a campaign for it. The campaign is broken down into bite-sized little tasks that can be done by different people in our crowd depending on what they specialize in. So as the crowd completes tasks, they earn property dollars, which is sort of the site currency. And once they've earned property dollars, they can do, in essence, one of three things with them. They can either sell their property dollars to get cash, so they can just use it to pay their rent, or make a car payment, or go to dinner, whatever they want. Or they can use their property dollars to create their own campaign. Maybe they have their own house that they want to sell or improve or something else, so they can use the property dollars they earn in order to create their own campaigns and get other people to work for them. Or they can use the property dollars to buy properties with us. We're going to have either just opportunities for them to buy individual properties where they're the sole owner and they can use a portion of that to you can use their property dollars as deposits or as much as they have to buy properties. But more likely they can use it to co-invest in the property. So we might have a property that we're taking on that might be, say hypothetically it's $1 million property. We might have 20 people who each put in $10,000 of their property dollars, and which covers their deposit. So they can use their property dollars to actually get into property. So that summarizes a little bit at a very high level of how property works. So thanks for listening to the summary, and I encourage you to watch other videos in the series to get a more in-depth knowledge of how it works. Okay, bye for now.